So, I was going to do this review on Patreon, but kind of felt like, well, I actually put it to a poll because sometimes, like, I don't like people don't really watch a lot of those Patreon episode reviews, so I put it to a poll, basically saying, "Hey, do you want it on YouTube or do you want it here?" And people voted for it to be here, so I'm going to be doing the Welcome to Derry episode reviews here on YouTube. So, yeah. Now, Welcome to Derry, it really depended, it really kind of predicated on if I was going to do an episode review, if I was really going to, commit to doing an episode review. The first episode really had to grab me, to make me go, okay, let's see where you go. And, there are some things I liked about it, I'm not going to lie. There were some things I did enjoy about, the show, about the premiere. There are some things that just kind of made me go, okay. So yeah, but so what are my initial thoughts? Like, what are my initial thoughts of this series? It's a good start, but I do have some qualms. But yeah, we'll get into that in a bit. I do like how atmospheric and, like, again, the Muschiettis are really good at doing period piece. I will not take that away from them, is that Andy Muschietti and his sister are really good at really doing, like, a solid period piece kind of storytelling. So I really do like that. I really do enjoy that this feels like something, like, out of 1962. I also really like, again, there's some solid scares in here. I will say that opening car scene, I called it from the get-go. It was like, oh, so that's Pennywise. That whole, where are you going, son? That whole scene, yeah, it was Pennywise. And I will say that, like, it was revealed that we wouldn't be getting a lot of Pennywise. I think that's for the best. I think, I like the idea of treating Pennywise like the shark in Jaws. I like this idea of him being treated more like this monster in the closet, which he should be. And when we finally see him in his all clowny goodness, I really hope that it's like a an awesome reveal. Even though, yes, they did kind of spoil in the trailer, and yes, even though we aren't going to see a lot of Pennywise, it probably won't be till the end, towards the end of the show, like maybe the last 2 episodes, that we get full Pennywise. But I kind of appreciate that. Anyway, so I like that. The losers that we get in here, all kind of weird. Like, Lily is obviously the main character going forward for a multitude of reasons, which we'll get into in a little bit later. She's really good. I like her backstory of, like, how her, like, why her father has passed on, or how her father passed on, and how it ties into Pickles. It's a really weird combination, but if you saw the episode, you'll know what I'm talking about. The other characters, they're all pretty weird, and I do like this moment where, like, one of them is, like, all obsessed with aliens, and his friend goes, "You've literally spent all summer telling me that 200 reasons why aliens exist in Derry, and you can't accept the fact that, like, our friend might be hiding in the sewer because someone kidnapped him." And I was like, oh, yeah, I like that. I like the establishment of a lot of the characters, but I will say this. Is it just me, or does it feel a little Stranger Things? Like, I really do feel like there's a lot of Stranger Things feel to this show. The characters all feel like like, they don't feel like the losers. Like, they feel like proto-losers, yes, but they feel more like the cast of Stranger Things, and that's what I'm worried about when we introduce new characters, which, again, I will get to why we have that. But we do, we also have the military the military and involved, and they're, like, it looks like they're trying to contain or capture Pennywise to use against the Russians, which I'm like, don't do that. Like, even when the more trailers were coming out, we saw, like, Pennywise attacking soldiers. I was like, don't do this. Don't do this. I don't like it. So, yeah. And yes, we will be having Dick Halloran here as, like, their secret weapon against Pennywise. So we're getting Pennywise versus Halloran. I guarantee you we're going to get a cameo of some sort to The Shining, whether it be like Halloran seeing his future destination of going to the Overlook Hotel at some point, or seeing like or like encountering like a reference to the Shining, like Pennywise going, "Here's Johnny." Yeah, I guarantee you we'll get a Shining reference here. And I like the because and I'm not mad about Halloran being here. I'm really not, because all of the universes, like all the stories, take place in One Earth on Stephen King. And as long as they don't feel like it's forced, which I'm afraid they will, I'm afraid they'll treat Halloran like 11. I also like the Major here. I think he's a really cool addition, and I'm curious to see where this military plot goes. So yeah, we'll see what happens there. But I don't like it feels a little too Stranger Things for this for my liking right now. Also, some of the scares feel a little reused. You know what I mean? Like some of the scares feel like variation, like especially towards the end. Like the last scare feels like a variation of the slideshow scare from the first movie. It just feels like it's a more updated version. And also there's another one that I just felt like you just used a variation of the last scare. Like, come on, guys. Yeah. But I will tell you this. I wasn't expecting that ending, and that's what really grabbed me into doing this series. And I'll give you, if you haven't watched the episode yet, I'll give you a couple seconds to bow out. Still here? Okay. So, yeah, half the losers outside of Lily and the other girl, I forgot her name, they all get fucking butchered. Like, it is a straight-up massacre by Pennywise using this demonic, deformed baby entity. It was gory. I was not expecting it at all. I was like, holy crap. And I knew they weren't going to... Like, I've said before when I was talking about the other trailers, I was like, yeah, they're probably not... I don't have a good feeling about them, but I wasn't expecting them to get killed off so we could make room for other characters. Yeah. Also, I have a feeling that the poor girls... from the teaser we had at the end of this episode, I have a sneaking suspicion that, like, that poor girl's in the asylum that Henry Bowers was put in the later story. Anyway, all in all, there are, there's just some weird moments. Like, one moment where, Lily and her friend are having a conversation in the bathroom, and this girl randomly farts, and it stops the whole conversation there. It's like, it wasn't me, and then she just awkwardly walks out, and they go back to the conversation. I'm like, what the fuck did that serve? Like, what point was that? And there's also just weird jokes. The Muschietti's always had weird sense of humor and weird kind of, like, moments and scenes, and you see them throughout here that I'm like, what point did that serve? Right? Anyway, it's still good. I still have some reservations here and there, but I'm sticking towards it. The next episode won't be until Halloween, so we'll see what goes on there, but that ending really drew me back in, so we'll see what happens next. Anyway, you guys tell me in the comments below, what did you guys think of the first episode of It, Welcome to Derry? Did you guys like it, hate it? Comment below, let me know. Other than that, I hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.